Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another one of my live videos. We do a video like this every single Monday at 12 p.m. So thank you very much for tuning in. Today we're talking about, do you struggle with mindset? So this is not something I know a lot about, but I've recently been doing some research in, and I've been wondering, do accountants struggle with the same things as entrepreneurs? Because entrepreneurs really struggle with mindset, because it's constant struggle day to day, getting your mind correct and actually doing the work, going through the whole process. So please let us know in the comments below, do you struggle with mindset? So I'm Fanie Naude, managing director for BuzzNet Direct, and we help accountants to scale their practice to seven figures. We especially help accountants that are struggling with marketing, do not know what they're doing in sales, stuff like that. We always try to provide a little bit more value to accountants in our videos like these. So this is just some free value to you guys. So let us dive right in. Do you struggle with mindset? So there's a lot of online advice and coaches that's constantly teaching about mindset. And I've never been someone that's really taken any of that to heart, because my entire life I didn't really have this big problem with mindset, but it starts to creep up on me now that I'm running the business now for quite a while. I've been struggling with the mindset part of just constantly putting in 15 hours a day. It's just constantly draining on my mind. Should I take a break? Should I do this? What should I do now? Being at the head of a company and being head of a practice like you guys, there's a lot of responsibility that's on your shoulders. And if your mindset is not correct and not in the right place, then the stuff is going to start falling apart. You're not going to do the work. You're not going to be on top of it. You're not going to be mentally clear to think strategically. All these stuff starts compounding in your business, and suddenly the whole house just starts falling apart. Cracks starts to appear. You start taking it out on your staff, stuff like that. If you're overstressed, overworked, it's never a good thing to take that out on your business or your family or anything for that matter. So do you guys struggle with mindset the same as entrepreneurs? And I think maybe it's probably the same thing, because at the end of the day, you could be seen as entrepreneurs. If you're ahead of your own practice, you're technically an entrepreneur. You started your own business, even though it's a very specialized skill set and it's not in the traditional sense of entrepreneur, but you're still at the head of your own business and you're still running everything. Does mindset play a big role? Do you do any mindset exercises? I've recently seen someone teach the stuff about you need to make a journal, stuff that you're looking at for the future. So you make an entire journal or book, or let's say a post or whatever, of what you're dreaming about, what your desires are, where do you want to be going. And then he says constantly go through that every single day. Now that's a simple exercise, but at the end of the day, if you do that consistently over time, every single day, and you're aiming for something specific, you're going to make that happen. That's just the thing about mindset, is you're going to make that happen if you constantly keep reminding yourself. And me personally, I've not done this so specifically to do it constantly day by day. I do it week by week, but in the middle of the week, I start forgetting what I'm aiming at. So I'm starting to think about, okay, but what am I really doing? Why am I doing this? And then I need to recenter myself and think, oh, okay, this is what I'm aiming for again. Okay, let's get back to work. Constantly start grinding again. So if you're not doing it on a daily basis, you're probably not as mentally sharp and mentally there as you should be as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a accountant, practice owner, stuff like that. Mindset, I don't know, it's always been something, this voodoo stuff of, oh no, you should do this, and you should constantly do all these stuff. But I don't know, it's a little bit weird for me specifically, because I've never really taken any of this to heart. So please give us a little bit of insight. Do you guys struggle with mindset? How often do you get so negative that you cannot work? Or do you get so stressed in your work that you cannot achieve or do anything? Or are you so overworked you just crave a vacation? So let us know. Please send me some messages. I would love to have a discussion about this, to see if this is something that I should do a little bit more research in, and see if I could probably provide some value or provide some help in this regard for accountants. See, there's not a lot of coaches in South Africa teaching this to any business for that matter, because I don't know, South Africa is just behind, just behind on basically everything. But it's catching on. There's a lot of more coaches, consulting businesses opening up and helping people achieve their goals. So hopefully this becomes mainstream and you get some mindset help coaches or mindset coaches in the future. But let me know if this is something that you struggle with. Maybe I can spend a few months and see if I can come up with a simple strategy just to keep you on track. Now, it's not going to be massive difference, or maybe it could be. We do not know. I've not done the work yet. So maybe I can take a little while and see if there's something specifically for accountants that we can implement to help you better run your practice, be better in your business, clear that mind of yours, that you don't constantly feel stressed, constantly feel overworked, stuff like that. So that's only a quick question. Another thing, I just want to quickly thank everybody for the last 2 weeks of our promotion for our course. It went really well. Thank you everybody for all the responses and all the chats that we had over the phone. It was really insightful. I really enjoyed it a lot. Now we're going into another value phase. I'm just constantly going to provide some value. Please check out our website, our LinkedIn, our Facebook, everything. If you want more value, see what we're doing, see what results we're getting, see which clients are we signing up, stuff like that. I've not posted client results or any clients of that matter for now. I'm still figuring out the privacy issues and so forth. But I look to doing that very closely in the future, so stay tuned. Probably going to see some great success stories. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning into today's live, and enjoy your week and good luck with that practice scaling.